This is what I am trying to tell you. That spirit gives you spontaneity in which you are the master. You are the master of yourself. Complete master. No enslavement of any kind. No habits formation coming. All habits drop out. You become so spontaneous that I don't have to tell you. You just drop out all habits. And you become a master of yourself. That should happen to you. Instead of that, if you indulge into things which enslave you, you may like it for a while because you can't help it. But if you really sit down, you will know that it's not the thing that you wanted. You wanted to be the master of yourself. Now here in this map, as is shown, we have two powers, left and right powers. The left power is the power that gives us conditioning. Left side, the subconscious, the collective subconscious. That gives us the conditioning. Now if you try to deny all that, then the right side is even worse. It gives us action, but with action we can become very ego-oriented. So both ways it can be troublesome. Supposing you say that alright, I'll have no conditioning of any type, what's wrong in doing this, what's wrong in doing that? And if you just move with that idea, with that freedom, it will be abandonment, it may not be freedom, because freedom must have wisdom behind it. So both the sides, the movements on both the sides are wrong. So what is alright in the center is not to get conditioned by anything and not to be ego-oriented. But how to do it is the problem. The problem is how to do it. To be spontaneous is to be absolutely free. Now I would consider these two powers as say a brake and an accelerator in a car. Now you use both the powers. You use the brake first, you use the accelerator, you try to control these two powers. But first of all, it is difficult to understand how to use these powers. Gradually with practice you know how to drive the car, you become the good driver. After becoming the good driver, still you are not the master of the driver. But then you become the master. So today the master within us is the spirit. But before realization, we are not the master. Because the master has not come in our conscious mind. It is not expressing in our conscious mind, in the sense that we are not empowered by its powers. The spirit exists, it has its own powers. But we haven't felt those powers within us. Once we feel the powers of the spirit, we are empowered by our own powers which are there. The powers are within us. These are our own powers. We don't have to borrow from anyone, ask from anyone, they are in ourselves. The spirit is within us. Only thing that spirit has to give light in our consciousness. It has to come in our consciousness. In simple medical terminology, we can say that the spirit must manifest itself in our central nervous system. In our central nervous system. So that we should know what we are doing. Not that we start just jumping on the chair, or some people said, oh, you just start doing it. It is a process. It's not correct. You are not in conscious mind. You are doing it out of hypnosis. Hypnosis may be coming from outside force. It's not your force, your awareness, your understanding, your power. It is somebody else's because you are not doing it. As matter has a power to overpower us, in the same way, there are some material things, I should say, which are very dangerous, which are placed. For example, now cancer. Take cancer. Cancer overpowers. It's a very serious thing. Cancer overpowers you. You cannot overpower cancer. Take a very concrete example. Now, how is it caused? Doctors say this way, that way. Sahaja Yoga can cure cancer, definitely 100%. It can cure. It has cured. Many Sahaja Yogis have cured cancer. How? It's very simple. That you become master of your son and you master the disease also. You master everything. Because the master is within you. It has not come in your conscious mind. It's the only link is left. And when that happens, yoga takes place, union takes place. We should now completely keep ourselves limited to self-realization. About God, I'll tell you next time. Self-realization means to bring your spirit into your conscious mind. Now, how cancer is caused? Let's see here what happens. It is caused by left-sided activity. Now, left-sided activities are emotional traumas, emotional problems, emotional upheavals, emotional insecurities. Any kind of insecurity can take you to the left side. Little more movement can be these horrible gurus because they hypnotize. They put you to the left. They put some spirit in you, or I don't know what they do, but they put you to the left. Any one of these activities which are not authorized by God, taken to, you go to the left side. Because you cannot ascend in the center. So either you go to the left or to the right. When you overdo these things, it's like black magic. You have another thing here I've heard. Some sort of a organization had. And the fellow, you see, he used to, everything he saw moving in the house, he came to Sahaja Yoga and his water jug was moving there and this was moving there, and he couldn't explain what was happening in his room. He was sitting down and he found something moving from here to here. It happens. What is that? What is that doing this kind of a thing which you cannot control? Again we come to the same. Something you cannot control. So you enter into the realm where you are controlled and you are not under your control. And that realm, when you enter in, I have always seen all the cancer patients are the ones affected by this. Most surprising. They are not aware. They do not know how they get into it. For a lady, supposing say she's suffering from an insecurity about her husband or maybe something, or maybe she thinks that her husband may leave her any time, she loves him, whatever it is. Such a woman might get a breast cancer. Because the insecurity is set in one of the centers there, which you can see here, the center of the heart. Center heart as we call it. Now if this center goes out of order, if a woman feels insecure for anything whatsoever, she is capable, she is vulnerable to be attacked and she can get into cancer. So we have to understand life in totality and not in one way. The total impact of life, the total effect of life, the total relationship with life must be understood. Now no doctor knows this. Will he know? When he treats a patient for the, say, breast cancer, will he know that this lady is insecure? There's another disease, anorexia. Many girls suffer from it. They don't just eat, they just give up eating. Now, you do not know why it happens. Doctors can't cure it. Nobody can cure it. What is the reason? The relationship of a girl, of a daughter with a father. Say father dies and the daughter doesn't see the father. Or in heart she loves her father but she doesn't express it. Or there's some bad relationship that comes between the father and the daughter. You get this trouble, anorexia. You'll be amazed. But it is impossible for doctors to get it. We have some doctors sitting here. It is impossible for any medical science to go near it. Because they do not see a human being in its totality. It's a very delicate instrument God has created. The way we are harsh with others, the way we sometimes try to trouble others, try to make others feel insecure, are unfair, unjust. Without our knowledge, we really give them a tremendous insecurity. And such insecurities can work out incurable diseases of which we are not aware. So to understand the totality, what should happen to us? We should achieve that state where we can see the totality. Like if I have to see now, for example, the whole of Brighton, what should I do? I should go on a plane and see it from that height. I can see the whole. In the same way, in your awareness, in your understanding, you should rise to that point from where you can see the whole. If you cannot see the whole, the partial vision, or we can say a little that you see, can create confusion, can create problems, and some of them could be of a very, very serious nature. Because as human beings, we do not know what are we. This is the greatest problem of human beings, that they say, I don't like it. Now which one is this I? Is that your spirit or is that your ego? What is the part that is not liking it? Or is it your conditioning because you are brought up in a particular way so you don't like this? Which part of you is not liking it? And you will be amazed that it is not your spirit. Because if spirit likes, how will you know? It's only through your vibrations. When you can feel the vibrations, then only you will say, yes, my spirit likes it, because the vibrations are emitted.